What's packing with you, YouTube? Shout out to Laker Nation. This is going to be two videos in one. We're going to talk about the Lakers first. Get this riffraff out of the damn way. Close game today. We lost 106-104. Really fought hard. Anthony Davis played great. 6 blocks. He's doing everything he needs to do defensively. I like that. So far, in these first 3 games, I got him as Defensive Player of the Year so far, just by stat alone. The Lakers are 0-3 to start the season off. I thought we was going to beat the Portland Trail Blazers today. But close game. Can't ask for nothing more but the team to play better each game as it go. First year head coach. You know, all of these new pieces that we have mixed into this AD and LeBron and Westbrook situation. The Lakers said they're going to wait until after Thanksgiving to see how the team looks then before they decide to go make a trade, which I eventually think they will make a trade, but for who, I don't know. For who, I don't know. So, moving on from that, after talking about the greatest basketball team in sports history, we move on to talk about the greatest football team in sports history, the Green Bay Packers. Lose today, and it's a reason why I didn't make like a preview video. Well, I did, addressing a situation, but I felt that video was beneath me. After I watched it, I was like, why should you even care about shit you don't care about? So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Take it how you want it. But let's get into this game. I pretty much figured that this would be a tough game for the Packers to play. I didn't know who was going to win this game at all. Of course, I wanted to say the Packers, but then the more and more I thought about it, the more and more it just looked like it just could lean more and more. It just started leaning more and more to the Washington football team, or the Washington Commanders winning the game. So that's why I didn't make a video. I'm not going to make any more preview videos about this team until they show me that I need to. Until they convince me that they can win these games. Shout out to JTA, man. Shout out to you, bruh. You opened my eyes a lot just talking to you, bro, about the NFL. And you was right about the Carolina Panthers beating the damn Buccaneers. You was right about that. I was like, what? You crazy. Brady gonna beat them. No Christian McCaffrey. You kept saying, nope, they're gonna let that defense shut Brady down. I was like, shout out to you, man. A lot of things that happened today, you called it out. You called it out. And I know, people were talking about the Christian McCaffrey trade and how that could be a big impact for the 49ers. I don't think so. Just the track record of Kyle Shanahan. Ooh, I need to make a right. Just the track record of Kyle Shanahan. Let's get some sunshine up in here, man. It's a good day. Just watching, just going off the track record. Oh, it might be too windy. Just going off the track record of Kyle Shanahan. He kind of run his running backs into the damn ground. But of course today, they playing against the Chiefs. I think he's going to be a lot more patient. I think he's going to be a lot more patient with the way he, the situations he put Christian McCaffrey in. But back to this game. Back to this Commanders and Green Bay game. I mean, I have never in my life watch a game where the star of the game was the yellow flag. I've never seen so many penalties thrown in my life. I'm like, that's how y'all gonna beat us in NFL? Y'all gonna penalty us out of these games. Penalty us out of these games. Penalty us out of these rigged ass games. Y'all know damn well that was a scoop. That was a fumble, scoop, and score, man. And y'all took it away from us. Y'all took it away from us. Y'all called a bullshit holding penalty on Eric Stokes well after the play was already over with. I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. That's when I knew. Just watching that game, I was like, damn, my homeboy was right. J to the A was right. JTA was right. That's what he told me. He said, one thing I noticed about the Packer games, man, they be penalty. They call a lot of penalties on y'all, man. He's like, every time I watch a Packer game, it just be a bunch of penalties thrown on the Packers. He's like, y'all, he told us, he said, man, y'all a good team. He said, I went and watched y'all games over and over again. I'm like, why the Packers not winning? He said, man, every third down in these games where the Packers make a stop, they throw in late-ass flags. Late-ass flags. Late flags. The refs are fucking us. They are fucking us. Every game. Every game. Now, that is still no excuse for Matt LaFleur. I'm not going to excuse Matt LaFleur from this game at all. Because I feel he's a big part of the blame of this game. I'm not going to blame Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers did what he could do with what he had and what he could do. You know what I'm saying? The offensive line and the penalties. They calling bad penalties on Eric Stokes. The Packers defense is making plays and they just killing our defensive momentum with bullshit flags. Penalties. I think Joe Barry called a great defensive game. I mean, Jair, you got to win those one-on-one matchups. And like I told y'all, Jair gets beat deep. He gets beat deep. That's his weakness. He cannot cover a deep ball at all. I don't understand why teams are not streaking on him every damn time. He can't cover a deep ball. He can play your man and all that and shut you down. But when you got to throw the ball over the top, Jair is going to lose that battle a lot. That was one of his biggest red flags in the draft. And y'all criticize me for it. You don't know what you're talking about. He a great shot. I mean, yeah, he great at shutting down the underneath routes and the quick slants and the comeback. He didn't shut down that comeback route. He let McLaurin dog walk him today. Shout out to Terry McLaurin. He did what he was supposed to do. Everybody claiming that Jair Alexander is one of the top 5 DBs in the league. When some competition and talent come Jair way, this is the Jair you're going to get. This is the Jair you're going to get. So I don't want to hear about, oh, he shut down Garrett Wilson last week. Garrett Wilson play for the Jets. Zach Wilson, he still got a lot to learn. Tyler Heineke is a seasoned quarterback. He know how to play the game. Tyler Heinicke is a gamer. We really got to see who the real Quay Walker was today. A lot of missed tackles, over pursuing, as usual. Teams are still able to run the ball on his defense. Preston Smith. All of these close sacks. It just seemed like you just kind of shut the motor down before you was getting ready to hit Tyler Heinicke to stop him from throwing the football downfield. I don't know why the hell. Preston Smith is a talented player, man. Talented player. He could do it all. But sometime, man, he be right there for the sack. Right there for the sack. And he'll just take his foot off the gas or make a bad decision trying to go after the quarterback, slipping and falling, missing the tackle. Just shout out to the Commanders. Y'all did y'all thing. I know I'm gonna probably get a comment from Awesomeness, whatever the fuck name of that channel is that I don't fucking follow. But yeah, man, y'all did what y'all supposed to do, win at home. So that is 3 L's in a row for Matt LaFleur. It was nice to see Matt LaFleur get fired up on the sideline on all the bad calls that the refs was making in this fucking game. I was figuring that the narrative would be that, with all of the Dan Snyder stuff going on, but obviously the team don't give a fuck about Dan Snyder. That's a team that just want to get better and play football and go out there and play for their coach, Ron Rivera. And that was a team that showed that they wanted to play with Tyler Heinicke instead of Carson Wentz. I ain't never seen Terry McLaurin fired up like that in the game with a backup quarterback. I've never seen him do that. I ain't never seen him get fired up with Carson Wentz, but when Tyler Heinicke was out there, he was fired up. Brings up another scenario that I've talked about this whole season, is how the Green Bay Packers play good against the good quarterbacks, with an exception from the first week against Kirk Cousins. But then again, Kirk Cousins is he's a good quarterback. 25 touchdowns, passing for 25 touchdowns in each of his last 5 seasons. That ain't nothing to shy about. But we'll see. Go do this green light. We'll see what this team can do next week against the Buffalo Bills on the road. I think the Buffalo Bills on a bye week. I know it's a lot of Packer fans upset. But hey, at this point, this is exactly what this team is. Still bad on special teams. Still can't stop the run. And offensive line is bad. Bakhtiari didn't play today. I don't know why. I don't know why he didn't. I didn't know why he didn't play today. They had Zach Tom out there, and he wasn't no damn help. I like the way the interior line played a little better today. They gave Aaron some time to make some plays. Allen Lazard, it takes a while. You have to be off your ankle in order for your ankle to heal. And the Green Bay Packers haven't allowed Allen Lazard ankle to heal, and he looked like he re-injured it trying to make a catch. I don't know. I don't remember if he made it or not, but his ankle got landed on kind of weird. Took him out the game. It was good to see Amari Rodgers finally get some play time, and Samori Toure got in there late in the game. Romeo Doubs. And TR, you know this. What did I say about Romeo Doubs? his hands. His hands. This guy dropped 4 damn passes on crucial downs that hit his hands. I don't know if... See, that's the thing. Randall Cobb, Devontae Adams, Allen Lazard, they're going to catch Robert Tonyan. They're going to catch those passes where it's traffic and, you know, Aaron is fitting it through that window and you going to take a hit. Romeo Doubs, he don't want to get hit. He don't want to get hit. He afraid to get hit. He must have seen a play and said, damn, I don't want that to be me. You got to catch the ball, man. Especially on that fourth down. You got to catch that, bro. You just got to catch that. It hit you in your hands. You got scared. You let it go. You bobbled it. Tried to, and just can't control a pass coming down to the ground. That is another big issue with Romeo Doubs. He cannot control the ball coming down to the ground. Hold on to the ball, dude. Hold on to the ball. We in week 7. And y'all still out here playing like it's week 1. Catch the ball. Aaron got bags under his eyes out there trying to... Shout out to the Green Bay Packers, man. Shout out to my boy Ciabatta Mitch, the Madden God, who always play with the Green Bay Packers. Can't nobody beat. I wish Matt LaFleur would use the Packers how he used the damn Packers. But anyway, this ain't a video game. What else happened in this game? Who else am I? Rashawn Gary gets hurt. Trying not to hit Tyler Heineke on a pass play that looked like they could have threw a flag on. He wind up getting hurt, taking out the game. Allen Lazard taking out the game. You bring in Samori Toure. You bring in Amari Rodgers, and it's a possibility that it looked like these might be the guys that might be playing next week against the Buffalo Bills on the road. That's what it's looking like to me. That this is a big possibility of receivers that can be on the field when we on the road in Buffalo. Samori Toure, Amari Rodgers, maybe Sammy the Hammy, Juwan Renfree. I mean, you only could call him back up one more time. Tyler Davis, Robert Tonyan, Big Dog. Probably have to throw the ball a lot more to Aaron Jones. I don't know why Matt LaFleur hasn't been drawing up them kind of plays lately. The man can catch. He showed you in this game. Will Christian Watson be healthy next week? We don't know. It's another game we got to travel to, so another short week at practice. The guys trying to rehab and be fresh enough to play. We ain't got no choice but to win next week. If we lose next week, what would it be? 3-5? Right now we 3-4. And I know a lot of people gonna be saying, oh, the Buccaneers are 3-4 and the 49ers playing right now and they could possibly be 3-4. I don't care about the Buccaneers. I don't care about the fucking 49ers. I don't care about those teams. They got their own issues to deal with. We got our issues to deal with. And so far, through 7 weeks, we just don't got the players good enough to address the issues. The Packers have spent majority of their money this season, picking up a bunch of practice players. A bunch of practice players. Dudes that's not even going to get a chance to get on the field. Wasting money. Now, do I want us to go after and get Odell Beckham Jr.? At this point, no. Earlier in the season, probably 2 weeks ago, yeah, go get Odell Beckham Jr. Now, I really don't want Odell Beckham. What's the point of bringing another hurt receiver to the squad? What's the point? What's the point of bringing somebody that we got to monitor for the rest of the season? I'd rather go get somebody that's healthy enough to play now. You can't waste time on that. Unless this offensive line get its act together. But it's pointless to me for us to go after Odell Beckham Jr. now. He better off going to the Chiefs. He better off going to the Cowboys. He better off going to one of these teams. But I know what Odell Beckham is doing. He gonna wait till around. He gonna wait till around week 9, week 10 to figure out what team he gonna go to. That's what he gonna do. He gonna say probably after week 8 we might hear what team Odell Beckham Jr. is going to. Now, me personally, I think Odell Beckham wants to go to a team where he's going to be the #1 receiver and they have enough money to bring him back to pay him. That's what I think. But I could be wrong. Don't take my word for it. That's just the observation that I'm looking at right now as far as him still wanting to play football and make money. You know, does he want to leave LA? The life he already done set up out here? Do he want to leave LA? That's a good question. Will he come back to the Rams? That's a good question. So, there's other receivers out there that the Packers are looking at. Of course, we've been hearing about Chase Claypool, which I like. I thought we should have drafted him. We had the opportunity to draft him, but we didn't. He's a big receiver. He could make the impossible catches. He's not going to be afraid, you know what I'm saying, to run across the middle of the fucking field. You know, going from Ben Roethlisberger to Mitch Trubisky, I don't think that's in the best interest of what he's thinking because of the 2 receivers that they already got, 2 studs that they already got over there that they're trying to develop with Kenny Pickett. You know what I'm saying? The Packers just going to have to give up some draft picks. And what do I think? I don't think the Packers going to get them. I think the Packers going to probably go after somebody from the Jets or maybe the Panthers. But if these teams are winning, maybe the organization start changing their mind. Like, oh, hold on, let's look at this. Let's just see how the season gonna go. Let's see how the season gonna go right quick. Let's just watch and see how things go. And then they might want to keep those players. Or maybe Brian Gutekunst is not offering up a good enough deal that they think is fair. But, you know, there's some guys in free agency that the Packers could still offer some opportunity to come and play for us. But at this point in time, who knows what's going through Brian Gutekunst and Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur and Mark Murphy's head on, you know, putting this bad product out there on a goddamn field that the fans are looking at like, what the hell is going on? Like, what kind of team is this? You got Aaron Rodgers out there like, what the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing, bro? Like, we had a good practice. Oh, yeah, we had one of our best practices this year. That's what Alan Lazard said. Oh, we had a great practice. That's what Kenny Clark said. We got to have fun. We got to have some fun. We got to get back into having fun. I mean, being up 14-3 could have been a possible 21-3. But you know, the refs, want to call some bullshit ass penalty on Eric Stokes. So we move on to next week to play against the Buffalo Bills on the road. And that was one of my biggest concerns about this team. Can they win on the road in a hostile environment? And this offensive line is just not living up to the hype. I mean, if Aaron Jones can't run the ball, this team can't win. That's just the facts. If Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon can't run the ball, this team can't win. This team can't win. It's forcing Aaron Rodgers to not call a run play. I mean, look at how many times we got tackled in the backfield. How many yards Aaron Jones lost, man, on stupid bubble screens that just wasn't working. Stupid toss plays that just wasn't working. Hopefully this team figure it out offensively. I mean, if just think about it. If we don't get the pick six with Devondre Campbell, this game would have already been over with. It wouldn't have been this close. We would have been down to touchdown if it wasn't for the pick six. So, really, this team only scored 14 points offensively. The defense had to help them out. The defense did their job. They talked about getting a turnover all week long. We need to get turnovers. We need an interception. And they finally did it. They did their job. Then they came back out there on the field and gave up 3 points. Didn't give up a touchdown with the refs throwing flags to get them down the field. Every game against the NFC East teams, what have the refs been doing? Throwing flags to help they slow, sorry-ass offense get down the field. And after a while, the defense just can't stop the run no more because they don't know how to play, because they playing and looking at the referee. Hey, man, trying not to get a penalty called on them. So they giving up plays. But that's my whole spiel on the deal. Maybe we play better next week. But right now, I mean, to me, you know, next week, it ain't going to be still early in the season. No more of that. It ain't going to be no more of that. Oh, it's early in the season. Next week is where teams really start to separate themselves from the field. This is where week 8, week 9, week 10, that's when you start looking at, okay, these are the best teams right here in the league. These teams are the ones that's making sure that they solidifying their spot in the playoffs. But this video is going on long enough. At the end of the day, it's always going to be Go Pack Go, and I'm out.